Hi folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box, Mind, Body, Spirit, Fitness. Put in the healing back in health. Once again, don't forget to follow on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. All those links are down below. The podcast as well, iTunes, SoundCloud. Links in the description box. Visit the website, get your free downloads, setting goals, fitness and nutrition. Coming at you today with a video on the importance of modesty. Right? That's the word I was looking for, modesty. Why and what does this mean? I don't think we really understand it. I didn't look up the definition, but what is modesty? And when we think about modesty, we think about it as the way we dress, right? And unfortunately, we've fallen into this, I don't want to say it's a lie of freedom, because we have freedom, we have free will. That's the beauty of it, is to do whatever the heck you want, right? But if you're living that spiritual life, that Catholic life, that Christian life, it's not always about yourself. It's about others. And that's what we need to understand. It's about others. So why we need modesty? Why do we need that modest dress? Right? Well, once again, ladies, I think the greatest, one of the funniest quotes is, right, it's, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Right? I know y'all have heard that. I hope you've heard it. But once again, it's, why aren't these women being able to get married? Why don't your boyfriends ask you to marry them? Well, once again, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free, right? But once again, why modesty? And this is the story I was able to come up with, right? So if you have a cousin, right? Your cousin just got out of rehab. He's a big-time alcoholic, right? Your cousin's a big-time alcoholic. All of a sudden, he's out of rehab. He comes back. He's like, I need a place to stay. He's going to live with you and your family, right? But you love to drink. I think I would at least hope, right? To me, it would make sense that you're like, all right, man, well, give me a day. Let me clean things up. Make sure the house is ready to go. We can get you in, settle down, get you back on your feet, right? All of a sudden, if you like to drink, you're going to make sure all the alcohol's out of the house, right? We got to get it out. Dude just got out of rehab. Last thing he needs to do is be going to the bar. Last thing he needs to do is have free alcohol sitting in the fridge where he has the capability of grabbing it at any time and slamming a couple, right? Doesn't that make sense? You wouldn't do that to someone that just got out of rehab. You wouldn't put them in a situation where there are going to be drugs or alcohol, whatever the case may be, around them at will, right? I would hope not. At least that's the way I would think about it, right? So the same thing we've got to understand, that's the beauty of dressing moderately. Especially now when they talk about how many men are addicted to pornography and masturbation and all these different things, right? Now all of a sudden they're going out into the regular world and all of a sudden there's half-naked chicks everywhere you go, right? You've already said that if your family member was an alcoholic, when they come to live with you, stay with you, just visit for a minute, you're going to make sure there's no alcohol in the vicinity, right? Once again, that's what it always comes down to. Joy, Jesus, God, the great consciousness, whatever you want to call it, others, and yourself. So no matter how beautiful it makes you feel to dress this way, or how sexy, or how this, or how that, what's better? That, you don't know how many of these people you walk out there that are struggling with these issues of pornography and whatever other sexual, I don't want to say it's a disease, but whatever sexual issue, mental issue that they have going on in life, right? And now they have to walk out in the public and see this over and over again, like no matter where they look. Once again, I think it's, remember, putting others before yourself, understanding the situation, the unfortunate situation that this world is in. We're in a fallen world. People are really messed up right now. And unfortunately, we need to make sure that we are doing our best to help those around us, especially in today's world where nobody wants to talk about their problems. Nobody wants to discuss these issues with others because they feel embarrassed. They feel like they're going to get judged. So once again, it comes down to just talking to your friends, talking to people, getting to know what are they struggling with. I just started working at a Mexican restaurant that my old landscaping boss owns. And there's one chick that comes in all the time. Her and I, we chat it up if things aren't busy. If that lunch rush just hit, it's done and over with. Now I got time to, clean the kitchen up, get everything ready for the next shift. If she's there, I'll go out there and chat with her. And she always jokes around me. She's like, "You're like my life coach." She's just come in and chat with you, And it's like, well, yeah, it's I'm here to help people. That's what life's about. Don't get me wrong. Serve you tacos, give you a glass of wine, give you a beer, a shot, whatever it is. But we always need to be able to talk with somebody. She's a very open person, so it makes it a lot easier. Because she's always open to have discussions. I'm not a very open person. I'm one of those just leave me alone type persons. But she's a very open person, someone that loves to talk. So, majority of the time you can just sit there and listen and give you 2 cents. But once again, I think that's the beauty of modesty. That's why we need a little bit more modesty in the world. And then once again, for the ladies, it's come on, give them something to think about. When you're sitting there already half naked, there's really not much more, It's kind of like what they say. It's if you're going to disrespect yourself that way, how do you expect any man to respect you? Once again, it's just something that's going to help you in the long run. If all you're doing is walking around giving a very sexual message, don't get upset when that's all you get back is a lot of sexual messages. So, something to think about for ladies, for the men, whatever it is. Like I said, it's something that we all struggle with. Does that mean men, if we want to go on the whole feminist tip, does that mean men shouldn't be outside wearing with their shirts off? Possibly, possibly. I'm not going to say yes or no, but possibly, but like they say, men are definitely more visually stimulated than women. Women are not as visually stimulated. That's why, yes, now, I think they're starting to say there are a lot more women coming out saying that they are addicted to pornography. But once again, I think we already know it's probably 100 times higher in the male community than the female community. And once again, it's something that you need to talk about. And once again, it could be, in my opinion, that whole issue of, women falling victim to this feminist movement. I'm going to make a whole nother video on that, but I'm going to end it there. So once again, the beauty of modesty and why we need more of it in our own society. So once again, I hope this helps. Don't forget to visit the website. Check it out. Look at some of the other videos I got. Don't forget to follow my social media, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Share and like these videos.